What up? Do not buy aluminum lug nuts. Very bad.
So what's up, guys? New day at the shop. We got a late start to the day. I feel like I've been saying that a lot lately. I've been a little behind, but we're gonna do a few fun things today. Donald actually got himself a new treat for the Sylvia, and he got himself some really nice steel PVM lug nuts. The quality is like really, really nice. I love the gold finish, and it has a lock key on it that you really can't get anywhere, which sucks if he loses it, but no one's gonna steal his wheels.
Yeah, that's a plus.
So that's good. So he actually had aluminum ones before, which are trash.
Now I gotta peel off all the threads that they left behind.
They're just a pain in the ass. It's not worth the couple extra ounces you save, but these look really nice. And he also got some red center caps for his VSKFs. And look at that. Look at that combination. The gold on the red. That looks fire. It really is all the little stuff. That looks so good. Now, of course, what would I do without starting the day with a P.O. box delivery, I guess? I think another sub sent a... I think this is a shifter bushing. For the shifter bushing that I replaced, I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure it's the shifter bushing. Maybe I should Google it, but there's no letter, so I'm assuming a sub just sent it straight here. So whoever sent that, thank you so much to Johnny Oaks. Or it was just the company that sent it, but whoever sent it, thank you guys very much. And maybe this will help stiffen up my shifter linkage. That'd be really cool. Hooked once again. Well, it's easily been 25 minutes.
Not much progress, but I gotta do it. So.
All the aluminum is just stuck in the threads, and we don't really have like a thin file or anything to really get it out, so Donald's trying to push it out.
It's miserable.
You think it's coffee time?
Oh yeah.
It's coffee time.
Need some liquid motivation.
Oh. Alright guys, so for any of you that watch Mike from the Divine Media's videos, he swears by this one iced coffee, and I've been dying to try it. I know I'm gonna hate it, but I want to try it.
I'll probably love it because I like mine sweet and like really sugary, and Jimmy hates it.
Alright, so essentially this iced coffee is about 12 sugars and like 14 flavors, I don't know. So we're gonna order this and hopefully not get diabetes on the first sip.
Could I get a large iced caramel swirl, extra with a shot of blueberry?
Jesus Christ, Mike.
Caramel extra with a shot of blueberry?
Yes.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. How about you, man?
Pretty good.
Oh, that's good, bro. How about you?
Alright, I also have a large caramel swirl iced coffee, extra with a shot of blueberry.
Extra shot of what?
Extra with a shot of blueberry.
A blueberry set?
Yeah.
You got it, man. Any cream and sugar in that?
What was that?
Cream and sugar?
Hey, yeah, and like you want it black or you want cream and sugar?
No, cream and sugar, yeah.
Try it, Donald. Large iced caramel, extra with a shot of blueberry.
Oh my god, it's got all sugar in my mouth. You just taste the sugar in your mouth. Yeah, right?
Mike, what are you doing? What is this? I would not recommend to a friend. Oh, okay.
You savage.
Well, too much.
That's a lot of fucking sugar.
I'll stay to milk and sugar for now. Alright guys, so today I felt like doing just like a little simple mod that actually like I thought was really, really cool. And that's like the third light flasher mod. Now, I put it somewhere, I don't even know. Here it is. So when you hit your brakes, your third brake light will actually flash. So it's just kind of, I don't know, it's just cooler. I feel like a lot of, I love it. I think it's really, really cool. How would you describe it?
Jimmy likes it on my car, so he's like...
That is true. It looks hot. So when you hit your brakes, your third brake light will actually flash, so it makes it more obvious that you're braking, and it's a pretty good safety thing. And I know a lot of guys in Japan do it, and I think it's really cool. And it's cheap and easy, and I've always wanted how to do it. So hopefully I ordered the right stuff. But here it is. This is essentially all we need. God, why is this? The relay? This is the relay fire. I'm making this, I'm not describing this well at all. I'm sorry, guys. But the first thing we gotta do is we actually have to convert the bulbs to LED. I don't really know the science behind it. I probably should. I'm assuming that the LEDs just can light up with a short pulse better than like the incandescent style bulbs. I'm assuming that's what it is. So I ordered this random one off eBay. It was like $6. So let's see how it works. So I went to Advanced hoping to find LED bulbs. In store, they're like $10 a piece. But luckily,
There's two. One more.
Thank you,
Just
Donald.
ripping them out of my car.
Donald ordered at if you order the LED bulbs on like eBay, I think like a pack of 10 is like $6. It's super cheap. So Donald has a pack and he's just pulling them out of his car for me because Donald's an awesome friend. So I changed out, Donald only had 2 bulbs, so we're gonna change out 2 and we're gonna leave the middle one as like a standard bulb and we're gonna see if it affects it and why, I guess. All right guys, if I'm not mistaken, we just gotta run this basically in series with our light, which is pretty cool. It's just 2 wires. I feel really guilty cutting this factory harness, but I also don't really care because these third brake light harnesses are really easy to get. So we're not gonna cut the one on the chassis, we're gonna cut the one on the light. And we're just gonna basically stick that right there. All right guys, so that's honestly all it is. Just ran straight in line with the brake light. This is an LED flasher. They do sell more expensive ones that flash, you could change the speed of the flash on it. So we're gonna see how this works. Remember, this bulb and this bulb is LED. This one's just a normal bulb. All right, brake light, third brake light.
How fast do they flash?
It does like a couple quick bursts and then a few like pumps.
I wanna see.
The bulb is removed like the normal bulb. Let's see it. All right, let's see it. Oh, much better. So if there was a middle bulb in there, obviously it'd look best, but all right, DJ, one more time. So as you can see, it gives it a nice flash to help get your attention, to show people that you're braking. I don't know, I think it's pretty cool. I've always really liked it. I've seen a lot of guys put those like third brake lights by their license plate for it. And for, I mean, less than $15, it's a pretty cool mod to do. And I know everyone's trying to do like the cheap mods to their cars. Why the heck not?
And so no one slams into the back here.
That's true. Super easy, super cheap, super awesome. Nothing really big for today, but I do want to get this green door on. I've been kind of holding off on buying parts for my cars for the past like probably like a week or so. It's probably a week and a half. Trying to figure out where I want to go essentially with the E36 and see if I maybe want to like off one of my cars and get like a bigger project. I know I kind of miss doing like a really want to do like a nice higher end build that I'm really proud of, that like I could just like really invest myself in. So I've been kind of just trying to plan that out. I don't know. I know like the cheaper builds are fun and get a lot more done in a lot faster time, which is like really important with YouTube because I mean, most people are impatient. They want to see a lot transform really quick, and I understand that. So kind of like the cheaper mods and stuff like that are always fun to do and they're easier, but I'm really thinking about just trying to get into something more high-end, more something I could be really proud of. But all right, enough of me rambling. I guess let's just throw this door on. I'm a little upset. I didn't really realize there's a big old dent right here, but also we can get this out pretty easily. So at least this one will have, you know, a working window, and door panel will actually stay on it. Yep. There she is. We're deleting the doors. It's now a Jeep. Looks pretty cool with it out, doesn't it? Now the dilemma is going to be if the wire harnesses are compatible. They plug in and they basically all line up in the same spot, but there's like a few extra ones on this than on this door. So we could basically just tear apart that pin out and match it to that one. And ew, that window doesn't work.
Jimmy is currently dissecting
This sucks.
the door harness.
I have no idea how to depin this. This clip was a pain in the ass to get out. I'm not gonna like, how do you?
It might be because the doors are different years, or just because this is a Japanese model, but
So I'm gonna hope that they use the same color wires, because on most manufacturers they usually tend to stay on the same color ranges just so they don't get confused themselves. So I'm gonna there's like 4 or 5 wire colors that are completely different pins. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just depin them and put them into where the original door is supposed to go. And I don't even know if this originally even worked because there's nothing in it. There's freaking like, look at that. So maybe this door never even worked to begin with, and my car is just broken. I don't have faith. I'm not gonna lie to you. This window goes down. I wish, nope. All right, that's unfortunate. Let me try one more thing. Hold it right there. I changed one terminal around, and
hey, Hey!
It's going up. It doesn't go down, but it goes up. So something's messed up, but something's right. So I'm gonna keep playing with that. Let's get out the voltmeter. It's gonna be fun. Glass is tinted, so that's good. We were scared of the glass because it has like a green hue to it, just like this one, and we were scared it wouldn't be matching tint. So looks good with the glass up. All right, we're gonna see if it's possible just to switch the whole harness. If it is, might be easier. So we're gonna take this apart first and mock it up to this one before we start taking this apart, because this is missing a lot more than this. As you can tell, you see all this whole mechanism in here. That was replaced with pine wood.
Bamboo.
Bamboo, yeah. Nice. Guys, so I decided it's easier to use the JDM harness because basically all the other plugs are the same besides the motor, and just use these connectors and splice these into that harness instead of trying to repin this, because I don't know an efficient way to pull those pins. It looks like I need like a little tube to stick over the terminals that make them slide out, because I keep breaking them, which is just gonna make my life way more difficult. So I undid this, and all these are the same over here, which is cool. Gonna pull this off, slip this through, cut off those connectors, and figure out what each one does. So now we're gonna somehow fish this whole harness through, and realistically, if my window works and I have that feature of when it closes when you close the door, I will be happy. All right, guys, so we're having a little bit of issue. In my head, like, common sense wise, I assumed these would be like your constant power, constant ground, and then these would be like your relay switches that would trigger it to either go up, down, or actuate on like the door closing feature. Clearly that's not happening, because when we put constant power to this, it either puts it all the way up or moves it all the way down, and it just basically overheats the motor because it's, you know, still trying to rotate, but it can't. So this thing is literally burning right now. So we're letting it cool down and gonna try something else. It's been a long time. I don't think I've ever been bested so bad by like wiring. This is I'm quite frustrated at this point. So what I've noticed is, like I said before, I think there's two different style motors. There's an early model and a late model. I could be completely wrong, but it sure seems that way. And so the JDM one was the early model, so I figured, oh, I could just convert it to late model. So I cut off the plugs and trying to wire them in, but it seems like the relay for the motor is just what? It should be in the car, but it's not. So it must be in the motor in the other one, because basically if you put power to the motor, it just wants to either keep trying to go down or keep trying to go up. There's no like cutoff for it. No matter what we do, we tried everything. I've tried to rig everything. All right, guys, so we just learned a valuable freaking lesson today. Check the damn forums first, because I'm an idiot being stubborn, trying to make this work for the past like 3 hours. And I go on the forums, and the first thing it says is the window motors in a 9293 E36 are very different than a 9490 to 98 E36s. The electronic controls are inside the big square part in the 9293. Starting in 94, they moved the controls to inside the body, which is literally what I just said, what, like a few clips ago.
AKA will not hit.
AKA she will not hit, AKA I need a 9293 window regulator. If you guys have a 9293 window regulator for the left side of the damn car, let me know. I am so upset. I just wasted so much freaking time. Cut up the harness for no good reason. Not a happy cookie right now, dude. I'm not happy.
Do your research first.
Don't be a stubborn doto like me and just waste like 4 hours of your life. I hear Don welding. It's making me nervous.
Dude, yeah, especially these. Christ.
How's it going?
Oh, it's good. Yeah, it's good.
I hear wire being fed. Just got some.
Don't hide the bead to see.
Come on.
Oh my god.
I'm impressed you're able to get that much metal in there.
I had to fill so much, dude, because it's a curve. So like, I put it's a flat piece, so like there's a gap. I had to like really fill it up.
Fill that hole.
Donald knows what's up. Looks like I gotta waste my time on something else. So, DJ has a single brick. One brick. DJ, you know about the bricks.
What?
You know bricks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So,
Jimmy's been bugging me to put it on, so.
I'm gonna put a brick on here. I'm gonna make it look so stupid. I love it. Okay, let's change it. I love that. That is so freaking funny. That's hilarious. Your car would look so fire with bricks.
Whoever's got a brick. Hit me up.
If anyone has a driver side or a left side, it's so hard to say driver or passenger side. If you have a left side brick, just the left side, let us know because we just need one. Please. Today was a bust. I really apologize for that. I was being stubborn and just trying to bang this out. I just get like that. Of course, valuable lesson learned. Check the forums first. It makes life easier. But hope you guys like the third light flasher mod. I think it's really cool. I'm really excited to do that. I probably want to put it on my 242. I love the little mod. And yeah, that's about it. Tomorrow, I'll probably end up going to the junkyard. I kind of filled the whole back, so there's a junkyard by my house that I haven't been to in a long time, and I remember they used to have a lot of E3 series, so maybe they have the regulator that I need. If not, who cares? So that's it. Okay, you guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content, and I'll probably see you guys tomorrow.